Hello, everybody. Welcome to Jazz or whatever. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Kiara Strings. I'm a trans woman, and this is the early stream. DJ Alpha Omega, how are you? Coming in while I work on stuff. Always happy to come on by. You work on that stuff and you lurk. And if I mean there are people here who have began to come in, but if no one's watching DJ Alpha Omega, please go follow him. He is absolutely a very chill, very amazing streamer. So please go follow him. Like I don't know what you're doing. If well, it only took four. I don't know if you're doing any. If you I don't know what if you're. Yeah, I don't know what you're doing if you're not following him. So go follow him. Um. Yeah, I'm dropping frames like a mother effer for no reason. I don't know what's going on. Like everything is totally fine, and yet I'm dropping frames. A lot of organizing and such. You go ahead and like organize. Yeah, you absolutely go ahead and organize, and that's totally fine if like I don't see you for the rest of the stream, because it's totally fine because everybody has their own thing, and it took me like 4 minutes to not pick up this as opposed to yesterday's stream, which I didn't pick this up at all. So I count that as a victory, you know? So like speaking of organizing, my boyfriend is talking to my sister about our apartment, and he cleaned it up. Yeah, he pretty much cleaned up the apartment. Um, yeah, he cleaned up the apartment, which is amazing. Um, Something is wrong with my drop. My frames are like dropping for some reason. I have no idea what's going on. Um, but my boyfriend and my sister were talking to each other about the apartment, and he actually cleaned everything up in the apartment, with the exception of the kitchen and the room. Everything else is fine because he just wants to take a picture of my area here, and everywhere else. Everywhere in this room, he wants to take a picture of for my sister to see. Um, yeah, just that. It's genuinely surprising. Um, so like, he had the balls to say that my place was unorganized, even though my work section is pretty much like one of the most organized places. Like everything is organized here. Like there's no plates here, with the exception of one plate, which is actually clean-ish. Um, yeah, like with the exception of one plate. Um, yeah, there's nothing that stands out. Like everything is actually organized. Like even below my desk is organized. Like yeah, even below my desk is organized. Like my makeup is here, but it's like nothing is like a mess on this. What's it called? Yeah, nothing here at my desk or area is a complete mess. Like as you can see, even here is actually organized. Like even the front of me is absolutely organized. Uh, my like it's it's as organized as I can possibly make it. It's actually more organized than my old room. But here's the thing: the difference between here and my old room is that nobody went in my room at all, except my nephews, who would actually just come in and see what's going on, because apparently it's so-called the coolest part of the house, even though it only just because like some stuff that is in it isn't exactly like anything else in the house. Because I had video games in there, I had the internet in there, I had several phones, I had books and like CDs and music, which, yeah, I don't think, like, here's the thing. They probably didn't care about the books. They actually borrowed my Captain Underpants books, but I actually forgot that it was the summer, so there was no way in hell that they would actually read in the summer. I know I kind of sort of did, but not really. Like, even as a kid who loved books, I never read during the summer. I read during school, and, I read during school. I read during the weekends during school. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's as far as it went. Um, but yeah, I actually forgot that because uh, time moves differently if you work pretty much 5 days a week, and you kind of forget, because I'll be honest, I don't really care about summer vacation. Like, I stopped caring in high school, you know? I mean, it was fine. Here's the thing. Um, summer, 2 months off of school in the summer, that's one thing. That's absolutely one thing. But I don't want to go on vacation. And then when college hit, I'm like, so there's a difference between summer breaks in elementary and high school and college. Um, Let me see. In high school and elementary school, you get June, I mean, July and August off. That's all you get. And that's 2 whole months, and that's fine. Then you go back in September. In college, the semester ends in the middle of May. And that genuinely surprised me, like, in my first year. Because I'm like, wait, uh, isn't everything supposed to be done in June? It's like, no, and it's May. It's like, oh my god, that's gonna be a long, long time, And then I completely forgot that another semester is going on after ours, so that's it. Um, you know, and it's surprising to me too. It surprises me too how much it was even more funnier on winter, like winter break, because usually it'll be 2 weeks, but like in college it was 3 weeks. Like 2 weeks was fine, and then that last week I started getting bored. I'm like, I just want to go back to my classmates and do whatever. I don't even care if I wake up at like 5 a.m. I genuinely liked waking up then, you know? Then again, I always had the issue, not issue, but I always left the house early. Like, say, my first class, like on Tuesdays, my first class would be at 1 p.m., and I would be at the school by around 8, like 8 a.m. And then I would go straight to the computer lab and, like, you know, I would go straight to the computer lab and stay there for about 4 hours. I still don't know how I don't know how I did it, honestly. I genuinely do not know how I did that. Stay on the computer for 4 hours. I mean, like, it's one thing to do that at home, but it's another thing to do that at school, you know? Yeah, I was completely adamant about that, you know? But, like, yeah, like, so even back when I was in college, I always had the so-called issue about um, leaving somewhere early, you know? But that's just me. And my boyfriend is trying to tamper it down, you know? Um, yeah, he absolutely is trying to tamper it down in terms of stuff. Um, like, I'm one of those people who just wants to um, clear the air a little bit in terms of things. And Ice Dragon, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. Um, yeah, I hope you're doing okay. Welcome in on this Wednesday morning. Um, yeah, I hope that you're okay. Um, yeah, I hope you are, and I hope your weekend. I mean, Wednesday or past 2 days have been going fine. Just talking about reorganization in terms of certain things, like or like scheduling issues. Not issues, but it's more like it's not so much issues as much what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's not so much issues as much like I've been obsessively leaving the house to go somewhere 2 hours earlier, Still laying here in bed? I mean, that's how you should. That's how most people watch my streams or just chatting streams in general. Just pretend this is a podcast. And yeah, it's 4 in the morning, so I don't even know what I'm doing in bed here. I mean, still doing up. Not even doing up. I went to bed at around 10 because I was extremely tired. Um, yeah, I was extremely tired at around 10. I've turned. I mean, then again, I've been like that since I was a kid. Um, like, I used to go to bed at 8 p.m. Um, yeah, that seems like kind of early, but sometimes I go to bed at 9. And I used to be like, oh, I'm pushing it. I'm going to bed at 10. And then a few years later, when I start working, I actually go to bed at like 1 in the morning. And before I started streaming and still worked, I would actually like I would get up at around 9, and then I would get out of the house around 10:30. And then COVID happened, and I would only get out of the house at around 11 because the bus schedules were so cut, you know? They were just so cut up that it didn't frequent as much as it should have. Um, my God, during the COVID pandemic, I actually ran the risk of missing my bus because you couldn't actually sit beside each other. Like, oh my God, that was like 3 years ago, really. Like, we couldn't sit beside each other, and it's like, oh God, you know? Oh God. Yeah, those were damn polarizing times. You would think that I would actually have to, like, get out of the house earlier, but nope, I got out of the house a little bit later than usual. Um, but yeah, like, my God. It seems like the pandemic started 10 years ago because we all aged 10 years, you know? All of us aged 10 years, and I find it hilarious. Um, like, I genuinely find it hilarious that we all aged so much. Laying in bed is the most fun. I just wish someone to cuddle up against. Ice Dragon, you absolutely will. You know? You absolutely will find someone to cuddle up against. I used to think the same, and now I'm in an apartment with my boyfriend. We don't cuddle because our mattresses just our mattresses are a little wider. But yeah, uh, the best thing about it is that we know that the other is there. You know, both of us know that the other is there, and we're just like it's our energies. Sometimes you want to cuddle, and sometimes you just want to be left alone. And for me, whenever I'm in bed, I just want to be left alone. That's just me. You know. Sometimes I want to be left alone with my guilt. I want to be left alone with my guilt. Is that so wrong? Yes. It kind of is. I'm kidding. But Ice Dragon X, you will find that person to cuddle up against. And it's going to be like the world is not in your head. It's just you two alone in the world. The the world is pretty much just like a faded background, and then you look in each other's eyes and you cuddle. When I was with my ex, I occasionally felt the booty just to feel. Oh, oh, I thought it was after you broke up. It's gonna be like, um, oh God, I read it as if you broke up and you still felt it. It's like slap. I just wanted to see if you were there. I wanted to see if you were real. Oh my God. Yeah, yeah, that was tasteless, but that's all I can feel. That's all I can see. Um, I found that hilarious. I found that delightful. It's like that Akon song goes, smack that, all on the floor, smack that. Just nobody remembers that Akon song except people of a certain age. I only know because I don't know, but well, I always said the only place you should hit a woman with the booty, lovingly, of course. I mean, especially when I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say the reason as to why my ass is hit. Well, I'm just glad that I have an ass now ever since HRT. Like like a friend of mine, like a roommate of my friend, she is also a trans woman, and she hadn't seen me for months. Akon featuring Eminem. One of the most talented people on the planet and Akon did a song together. Um, and I remember like the dance that my classmates used to do whenever the song made. It's like smack that. It's not even smack that. It's they actually like do it like smack that. Like it's like, you know. Um, but I remember like this was last year. Um, a roommate of mine hadn't seen me in a while since I was taking estrogen, and then we met at another my friend's boyfriend's place at a it was an LGBTQIA gathering, and my friend's boyfriend was actually had a setup there, like a small shop to sell food, and I'm like, and I actually went ahead, and that's where I got this, by the way. That's where I got this poster. I got this for like $3 or like $7, $10. I think I bought this at that gathering because trans magic, and it's a good purchase. I forgot who gave me it, but it's a good purchase. And while I was purchasing that, um, their roommate came in, and she's like, and from what I understand, my roommate, my the roommate was like, "Oh, hey, where's Kiara?" It's like, no, it's like Kiara's here too, and my friend's roommate was like, "Where's Kiara?" And my friend points to me apparently, and while I was looking at this poster, my friend's roommate was looking at me, looking at the at the poster, and apparently her jaw drop. I don't want to say her jaw dropped, but she apparently didn't recognize me because my hair was down. I had black eyeshadow and black lipstick, and like I was wearing a lot more feminine clothes. And she was the first person to say that I have an ass now, and I'm like, wait, I'm sorry, you were looking. I mean, I'm like, are you? Wait, I've never had anyone just check me out. You know, during a glow up, a so-called glow up. And the last time that happened was several years ago, where me and my friend were living in the same hometown, and they actually were getting a haircut, and I was like gonna pay for them because I was like whatever, and I was just reading a book or whatever, and yeah, apparently, what happened was while I was reading, and my friend only told me this when we got outside the winter cold. A couple of female hairdressers, actually were checking me out, but I was absolutely in drab clothing. Like I actually had my toque on, I had facial hair, and I had like a jacket that I wore since high school, and apparently they were checking me out. Never been with a trans woman, but I would be open for it. I mean, it's pretty much like being with a woman, you know. Just treat if you ever are with a trans woman, treat them like a woman, you know. I don't know what my boyfriend sees in me, but treat him like a woman, you know. Like, considering that, yeah, like, for me, um, like, I was ignorant before I came out as trans. Like, my God, I was so ignorant. And then I came out as a trans woman in 2019. After years of coming out as yeah, after years after being, what's the word I'm looking for? Gender fluid, you know. Um, even my older friends were pretty much like, "Why don't you just change your name?" Or "Why aren't you a woman right now?" It's like, you obviously want to be you're obviously a girl at this point, so why don't you just be a girl? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm gender fluid. Um, yeah, but that's pretty much how I felt. And it actually, it was more like, why don't you change your name? Like, you clearly don't go by your dead name anymore. So I was like, okay, and eventually I will change my name legally. Eventually I will. Um, eventually I will change my name legally. Um, I mean, I'm already female, so why not? Yeah, why not? I'm already female. Let's just keep it going. Let's keep it going. Um, like, I lost a couple of inches. Like, I'm pretty much, like, I'm about the same size as my boyfriend. So I'm pretty sure that I'm slowly, um like, that was my main issue with HRT. Like, like, my loss of height, because, like, yeah, but that was it. Like, that actually flew over my head for a bit, but that's fine. Um but that's pretty much just how I went to, you know? But how tall are you? I don't know. I'm 6 something or 5'11". I'm either 6 something or 5'11". I don't actually measure. I never measure myself, to be perfectly honest. Um yeah, I've never measured myself, nor did I ever want to. Um yeah, I've never cared about measuring myself, cuz can I just say that? Yeah, I've never really cared. Yeah, I've never really cared about knowing how tall I was, cuz even as a kid I didn't care. All I cared was my shoe size. I genuinely thought that the more, like, whatever my age was, that's my shoe size. So if I was like 10 years old, my shoe size would be 10. And then the moment I hit 11, that is my shoe size. Um oh, that is pretty tall. That's pretty tall. I'm not gonna lie, Ice Dragon X. That is pretty tall. Um, I like. There's a fair share of people who are always taller than me. Um, I have big feet. I I I don't know if my feet are big, but that's pretty much just me. I have no idea if my feet are big. I don't want to show my feet on stream because, quite frankly, nobody should see my feet at all. Not even me. I don't even look at my feet. Yeah, I don't even look at my feet either. So, eh. But yeah. But yeah. I'd say that it's interesting sometimes. I apologize. I woke up at like 3:15, and I ended up just like being in my own head for a bit. I actually had to use the washroom for like 10 minutes. Like, 30 of those seconds was like in just actually using the washroom. Size 14 and a half in Jordans, that is absolutely amazing. That's big feet. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's bigger than my feet, but That's something. I don't judge by people's feet, you know, unless they just kick me right in the factory. Yeah, I don't actually like. Yeah, I don't know what my foot size is. Honestly, like I don't know what my foot size is. I don't know. I don't know my bra size. No, I don't know my bust size. I don't know. Yeah, you know. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I just. Here's the thing. I don't know, but considering that, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I genuinely do not know. You know, I don't know in terms of like usually I would just like go to fittings, like see which ones fit me, and that would be it. You know, that would absolutely be it. And I don't usually buy. Here's the thing: I've never bought shoes. I just realized this right now. I've never bought actual. The only shoes I ever bought was for work, and that was for steel toe boots, and that's one thing. I will get into steel toe boots, but that's because I have to go to like Walmart and get them on my own. Um, yeah, that's pretty much how I am. Feet don't matter, boobs don't matter, eye color doesn't matter, just butts matter. Okay, so you probably want so tight jeans matter. Jeans absolutely matter. Like when I before HRT, I actually had no ass. You know, I had like a no ass at all. And then when HRT started, I was like, "Oh my god." You know? Um and then when I still wore those tight jeans, those skinny jeans, it actually accentuated so much, you know, and I'm like, "Okay, I guess I guess that's pretty much why my friend's roommate was kind of checking me out. Um, Jeans and yoga pants. I don't even use yoga pants. Here's the thing: I don't even wear pants when I'm here. Yeah, I don't wear pants when I'm here. I'm actually going pantsless right now. Um, yeah, I'm just going pantsless right now. I think sometimes you can like see whenever I get up, but yeah, I go pantsless pretty much all the time whenever I'm here because it's fun and it's like breathing for me. Um, yeah, it's pretty much like Um, I just went on YouTube and there's a video called "Breaking Bad YouTube Poop." Walt gets ass cancer. Speaking of ass, it's like, damn, that's hot to be honest. It's fine. You know, can I just say it's fine? Um, like, I never used to be able to do it at my old place because I run the risk of bumping into somebody. But I'm not gonna bump into anybody here, you know, unless, yeah, yeah, that is a big unless somebody else is here. But I'm one of those people who doesn't really care about like anybody coming in, you know. I like at least at my old house, nobody like I can do whatever I want in my own room, and no one's actually gonna come in. You know, I'm gonna be like, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna like blast music, and I'm going to like lay in bed stoned. Um, I've come a long way from like. Here's the thing. I will actually get stoned, but at the same time, I'm kind of like organized. You know, like I'm not the most organized person, but I can say that my desk has always been more organized than my boyfriend's. Because his desk is pretty much all over the place up until yesterday when he actually had to show my sister pictures of our apartment, and I didn't really have to do anything because my place is pretty much like as organized as it possibly can be. Like there's some things here or there, but he only took a picture of like the TV up to here. He didn't take a picture of like down below. Um, so yeah, everything was absolutely organized. Like even down to like the albums I have. Like I have three albums in front of me. Two of them are like this. Like two of them are like this in front of me, and one of them is in front. So it's kind of organized here. The only exception is the dust, but you can't pick up dust on camera. So like a lot of this is just like it's fair that I can say that a lot of it is organized. Like a whole bunch of my area is organized. And he had the audacity to say, "Hey, why don't you clean up your area?" And I'm like, "What would I clean up? There's nothing to clean up here." And he actually had to like clean up his area, you know. Um, well, like speaking of to be that's hot to be honest. My boyfriend thought the same thing, and then it became a regular occurrence, and he's like, "Oh, okay, like I've seen, you know, um, like it's our apartment. Neither of us wear pants, you know. None of my shorts actually are actually like fitting me because they actually are just coming off me, you know. Um, yeah, all my shorts are just like coming off me. So I'm like, I might as well just wear like, might as well just like not wear pants. And even if I do have to wear something, I'm gonna wear my skirt, my very spinny skirt, you know, and that's the next best thing. My very very spinny skirt. So eh. um, excuse me. Oh, that's disgusting. Um, that tastes pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie. Sounds occasionally sound the occasional bumping into each other. Oops, sorry. Sounds like fun. It is. It absolutely is. But like, at this point, it's more like ooh, sexy time. It's less ooh, sexy time, and more like okay, let's go watch Futurama. You know, that's pretty much just me. And my dysphoria hoodie, so it's not like I actually show off my entire body. Um, and at one point, my arms were toned. Like, I actually was toned. Or something, I don't know. I was very toned at one point, but now it's just like, eh. I'm just like, eh. Um, but, that's pretty much what happens when, like, eh. Can I just say that? Yeah, like, yeah, so I'm just like, Ish. Yeah, Ish. Um, but like for me, I'm just like all the way there, you know? Um, like here's the thing. It's amazing that I want to be free in terms of wearing whatever I want. And now that I can wear whatever I want, I'm dysphoric as hell. It's really not fair. Damn you, dysphoria. Just damn you. I'm tired of your isht. I'm tired of you just. Uh, ish. Ish. You know? I'm just tired of, like, feeling like. Yeah, I'm just tired of, like, feeling. Um. I'm just tired of feeling dysphoric. Hence why I actually have to. What would you wear going out then? Oh, when I go out, I am actually like, yeah, here's the thing. Like, I wear a lot more feminine clothing whenever I'm outside, like skinny jeans, occasionally skirt, and um, pretty tight, sweaters, and my hair is pretty much tied up. Like, I'm going out, um, yeah, like I'm going out, yeah, like I'm absolutely going out. you know? Um, like, yeah, whenever I go out, I actually do not have the dysphoria hoodie because that would be weird. Um, yeah, that would absolutely be weird. To be going out and getting the dysphoria hoodie. Um, would life love to see it once you feel better? Thank you. Like, honestly, like, yeah, um, I would love to, like, I still have any of my clothing. Like, most of my clothing absolutely is still good on me. Like, my jeans are still good on me. My, what's it called? My shirt, my tight shirt, is still looking good on me. Like, all my shirts are tight. They've always been tight, you know? When I started estrogen, I actually was still at my first job, and my first job actually had my dad there as well. So I actually had to wear shirts that were less tight, you know? So my chest was not. Actually, come to think of it, I stopped wearing short sleeve tight shirts and I started wearing like a little bit more baggy, but still, you know? Um, like still I would, you know? Um, but then again, that was back when I was on my feet 8 hours a day. Actually, all of my jobs, all of my jobs, I'm on my feet 8 hours a day. Like, it's always been a thing. Um, yeah, that has always been a thing for me. I mean, one day I'll be on stream and I will, yeah, one day I'll be on stream and I will wear, my feminine clothing, like, a lot more feminine. Um, because the thing is sometimes I don't actually think that um I'm as good looking as like other trans women, you know? Like I'm I can be feminine, but because I stream at 4 in the morning, it's like it's pretty much like I don't have the time to wake up and do makeup. I mean, granted I could actually like it takes like a bit. Like I have my lipstick and my eyeshadow in front of me, I could always like do and all that, you know. Um, like I could always do that. The I know I shouldn't compare myself, but it absolutely still doesn't help. It happens. It still happens. That's the problem. It still happens, and I'm trying not to have that happen to me. You know. Um, like there's this trans woman on Twitch who absolutely always looks amazing, and I feel what's the word I'm looking for? I feel lacking. You know, I haven't like I actually have not what's the word I'm looking for? I haven't been on her stream. Like I unfollowed her because I felt envious. Yeah, I felt envious because I didn't think that I was you know, I was yeah, I felt envious because what she wore looked amazing and no matter what I wore, I felt not great. So I just like unfollowed her and I said never to I told Twitch never to recommend me to her, you know? Um yeah, and she probably has her own things going on, you know? She also has her own things going on. The problem is um yeah, my problem happens to be I'm not great, you know? Um, yeah, I'm not really all that great in terms of. Yeah, so I haven't talked to her in like a year, but why don't you give it a try on here wearing those clothes, not trying to push you anything that. Well, I would like to. Like, I genuinely would like to, but, you know? Um, I as you can see, I've been streaming every day for 29 days and um I'm not completely ready to wear the clothes that I love, you know? Then again, a lot of the time on stream, I don't wear the clothes I love. I always, here's the thing, 90% of the time, like literally 90% of the time I stream, I'm always in my pajamas. Like whenever you see me, I'm always in my pajamas. And the occasional stream, like sometimes I stream in the evening. Like whenever I stream in the evening, that's one thing because my hair is down, I have makeup, and I'm wearing something very tight. You know, um, yeah. Usually I'm just wearing something very tight. Um, and thank you. I want to feel good about myself. The issue is my brain is just like, nah. My brain is one of those nope, nope. You know, um, my brain is like one of the in one of those situations. Um, yeah, it's one of those situations, and my head. It's just like it's just what happens with dysphoria. Dysphoria is a awful. It's been like a long time. You know, um, yeah, I was. Um, yeah, like it was. Mm. But it's like I'm trying to get over it. I don't look in the mirror. God, I feel like the antagonist from the Cinder Chronicles. Like she always glamours herself. Like the main antagonist always glamours herself, but then like whenever she looks in the mirror or she looks in the reflection, she sees her broken self. She sees like the flaws. She sees like she's the only person, even in glamour mode, she sees her true self and she hates it. Now I know, like, pre transition me, I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, it's vanity, but me transition is like, oh God, I understand, you know? Um, but yeah, I'm genuinely trying. I'm genuinely trying to, I mean, I'm still in my early, but still, I like even trans women who are older than me absolutely look amazing, and I'm like, God, I'm just like, God, you all look amazing, and I get envious. So sometimes I just like stop watching them, unfollow them, and just don't talk to them. At one point, I just straight up um, left several Discord servers because my envy and my jealousy just got worse, you know? And like there are people out there like, and then like I accidentally came across a Reddit of somebody who I actually what's the word I'm looking for? Who I actually like stopped following. And she was like she actually asked Discord about dysphoria, and she was going through major depression. And even though I had Discord, I didn't want to talk to her. Like, I'm like, I could help her. I could absolutely help this person, but I just don't want to talk to them. Like, I don't think I look amazing considering I'm wearing my dysphoria hoodie, and here's the thing. I'm wearing my dysphoria hoodie, so I genuinely don't so yeah, like I've been wearing my dysphoria hoodie, so you don't even know. Sometimes we don't even need to be around certain people, and it's not about them being toxic, but like not even handle being around someone who is somewhere we wish we are. Yeah, it hurts. It absolutely hurts, and it just makes me want to run myself over with a truck. Um, yeah, it just makes me want to like run myself over with a truck. Like I felt like I wasted so much time in terms of things, but you know, It sucks. Also, hi Gamer Herb, how are you? It's been a hot minute. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. I hope you're doing okay. I did not know that. I did not know that was you. You know, it's been a while. If you're not following Gamer Herb, please go follow. He is a really, really amazing person. I don't get to see him stream often, but whenever he does, he has great conversations. Um, it's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Hugs and hello to you too. The only reason I'm streaming is because my boyfriend told me I have to stream every day for a month. So it's the month of May, and I've been streaming for 29 straight days. So you may be wondering why everything is so different here. Like, what's going on? What is all this? Considering that you haven't been here ever since then. Okay, so long story short, I moved in with my boyfriend in November. And yeah, I moved in with my boyfriend in November. And I had not been streaming for a few months because of dysphoria and depression. Even though my entire setup was set up, I just couldn't stream because I hated myself that much. Um, but yeah, my boyfriend told me to stream every day for a month, and here we are. And my preview is still disabled because I don't have to see my face on camera. Moonrose, how are you? Welcome on in. Welcome on in, Moonrose. It's been a long while, hasn't it? I'm trying to give you a shout out here, but it's not. Come on, I have to wait 11 seconds. Okay, let me. All right, but how are you? It's been a hot minute. It's been a long while. Um, yeah, I'm gonna wait 11 minutes or 20 seconds, not minutes, seconds. So yeah, that's why everything is so different. Cause I moved in with my boyfriend in November. Um, if you're not following Moonrose VT, go follow her. She is an absolutely delightful art streamer, and she has a pleasant voice that absolutely is pretty much like a breezy wind that you can walk through. Oh God, I'm glad that you're doing well. We're just talking about comparison and comparing ourselves to other people. You know. Oh my god. Oh, water is so underrated. Always drink water, everybody. Hydrate or die straight, as Nova Nebula would say. But yeah, we were talking about comparison, and there's that saying, comparison is the thief of joy, and that's how I feel about certain people. You know, there's like sometimes I get so envious I would actually not follow anybody on Twitch, Twitter, or like Discord. Like I would say to all those not to I would tell all of those websites not to recommend me those people so I wouldn't actually have to like talk to them or look at them. Um that's just me, you know? Moistelic Holmes, thank you for coming on in and thank you for the lurk. As far as I know, that's a lurk. Yeah, like Moonrose compared myself to people. Yeah, I try. Here's the thing, I try not to do it. It is hard. Like that's the thing. It absolutely is hard. Some people say it, but it's easier said than done. That's that's why my therapist straight up actually had to say, don't compare. If you're gonna compare yourself to other people, either compare yourself to your past self or compare yourself to what those other people don't have. So it's like, yeah, some of those people don't have partners or a job or like a therapist or musical talent or tidbits about movies at the top of their heads, you know? Um, and Moonrose, like, you absolutely are an amazing artist. I've seen how much detail you've put into your art and how much time and effort you put into it, and it comes off beautifully. Like, it's time consuming, sure, but slow and steady wins the race. I guarantee you there are other people who look at you and get and absolutely get a little bit envious, because everybody has envious issues about each other, especially in terms of like trans people, like younger trans people absolutely are envious of older trans people, and then older trans people are envious of younger trans people, so it's like a vicious circle, like, I'm not going to say how old I am, but I'm just going to say that I'm envious of trans people sometimes who are older and younger than me, and I'm like, oh God, I'm like, what if um, I've become what I hated, a mean girl. I'm kidding. Um, my God. But comparison is the thief of joy, you know? Apparently, comparison is the thief of joy. And who knows, with all your hard work, there are going to be people who look up to you, Like, I guarantee you that my younger self, who I've only been playing bass guitar for 6 weeks, is going to be somewhat envious of myself today, who can actually play really fast on bass guitar. Yeah, I learned the hard way that you need to put the effort in to get better results, pretty much. Um, like, it's like sometimes I don't want to put in the effort, but other times it's like, you know? But that effort absolutely pays off and gets better results. And it comes off beautiful, even if it's underrated, you know? Um, like, I never thought I would be able to, like, be part of a musical collaboration, but now I could actually, um, it's gonna take some time, but slowly but surely, I actually have the inklings, the spark. Like, where is it? Where are you? Um, it's pretty much like this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like there's a spark there, and then it goes from a spark to this. That's it. I want that to go from a spark to a flame. In terms of musicianship, because I've always wanted to be part of a collaboration or a band, but then again, that was because of the Angry Video Game Nerd band. He's in a band called Rex Viper, and I genuinely have that boomer mentality where it's like, I can absolutely make up a band and we can do so much better than these guys. And truth be told, I still think that we can be better, because we hopefully can get a good producer. But yeah, like, I'm genuinely just like I'm still having the thief of joy. Like, comparison is the thief of joy, and it absolutely sucks. But sometimes I wish that I wouldn't have to compare myself to other people, you know? Um, like, like, even in high school, like, even in elementary school, I compare myself to other people, Like, there was this person who was in my class who was absolutely very, very funny. Like, he didn't care about getting good grades, He absolutely didn't care. He absolutely did not care about getting good grades at all. And he was like the funniest person. He actually had the riz. He did have, like, I'm gonna be honest, he had the riz, you know? Um, yeah, he absolutely had, yeah, he absolutely had the riz. And everybody liked him because he was funny. He was like, um, He was like very attractive. He stood out. Like, and I thought to myself, I'm never gonna be like the like I want to be like this person, so I try to be funny too, and it fell so flat. So yeah, I should have just stuck to what I did best, like read, you know. And I remember one time when our entire class was at the school library, which was familiar to me because after school every day I would go to the school library and get a book. Then I would read the whole thing. I would read the whole thing and then come back the next day. At one point, I ended up checking out my own books, and very occasionally, I would actually have, like, the librarian and I would have such a rapport that we would like he would give me a few books. Like again, he gave me a 1988 World Almanac, which fell apart, but it was falling apart even when I got it. And I'm like, okay, this is cool, you know? Like I actually thought it was interesting as a child. Um, it was way not. It was like the not the 90s or the 80s anymore, but still, um, it was not like it was an old book. But one time our class went to the library. I got out a random book or whatever, and the computer actually shows how many books we took out in that year, and apparently it said like mine. I think it said like 60 something, and the classmate, which was like the popular guy, like the person who I mentioned, just looked at the computer like, wait a minute, wait, you took out 60 books? What the hell? Like he was like, holy like she took out 60 books. And I'm like, that's not a lot. Like I could read 100. Like over the past few years, I've read over 100 books in a year. Last year I read 264 books. Like on the bus on my way home, like on the first bus, three buses. I take 3 buses to get home at my last job. And on my way, like on the first bus, somebody at work was sitting beside me and he's like, "Hey, I've seen you read like a different book every day. Like, how many books have you read?" And somebody sitting behind us was pretty much like listening at the same time. And I was looking, I'm like, according to Goodreads, I read like 220 something. And he's like, oh, Jesus. He was like, oh, Jesus. And he's like, you know what? No. Bisected, how are you? Welcome on in. Would you like a shout out? Yeah, would you like a shout out if it's okay with you? Um, like, I've gotten people I've gotten people at all of my jobs asking me about the books I've read. Because everybody is so interested in their phones. It's like, yeah. Everybody's so interested in their phones. Like, when they see somebody not on their phone and just like, seeing somebody reading a book, you know? If you're not following Bisected Brioche, she streams 2 to 3 days a week. You're reading the tenancy agreement for your new apartment. Oh my God! Is it? Is it happening? Is it actually happening? Is it actually happening, or is it just like a formality where you're just like reading and then when if it's gonna eventually happen? Is it happening? Is it confirmed? Like you're reading the tenancy agreement. Like, is it actually confirmed? Like it's your apartment. Like, oh my God. Yes! Oh my God! Congrats! Oh my God! Congrats, Bisected! Yes! Congrats! Oh my God! Can we just get a hype in chat? Or just like snap fingers? Sorry, I'm into like what's the word I'm looking for? I was into theater, so we don't even clap, we just snap our fingers. But yes, you move in July 2nd. Excellent. Awesome. Like, congrats. Absolute congrats. Nice. That is amazing. Like, oh my god, how do you feel? Like, that must be both exciting and nerve-wracking. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. Why can't I stop smiling? That is so amazing. Oh my god, that is so amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is so amazing. Absolute hype. Yeah, congrats. Like, I just wanna like what was that show where like every a lot of it's the last episode of an anime and everybody is just saying congratulations while clapping their hands for like a full minute and a half, you know? My god, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I just want to clone myself and say congratulations. Although I don't want to clone myself. That's going to be a bit much, but still congratulations bisected. Oh my god. Like seriously, oh my god. Oh my god, that is amazing. And Kitten, how are you? Welcome on in. Let me give you a shout out, please. If you're not following Kitten Tiramisu, first of all, I finally know how to pronounce her name properly. I used to say Kitten T. Now I know how to say Kitten Tiramisu. Thank God. Thank God I know how to pronounce things now. But if you're not following her, go follow her. Right now, she is playing Hollow Knight. She's playing Hollow Knight right now. So please go give her a follow. But I hope you're doing okay, Kitten. Absolutely love that I kept this cup. If I ever do get a green screen, you're never gonna see this cup again. Mostly due to the fact that it's also like, my god. I've had this cup for years apparently. This this is my this is my nephew's cup. My little nephew's cup. And I took it and nobody said anything. Mostly due to the fact that it is a very big cup and you can't ruin it. You're doing good was lurking. Oh, you were lurking and news knocked me out of it? Well, congrats. I mean, thank you for the lurk. Thank you for coming in. And if you do have to go back to lurking, you can go back to lurking. I'm just doing what I usually do, which is, I don't know, stream, talk, throw bees at people, all that. All of that. And my fidget spinner. Apparently, this is my fidget spinner according to the chat. So, next month is Pride Month. And, again, because of dysphoria, I am not going to the Pride Parade this year. I just can't. Even though I just can't. I genuinely do not want to go to, I genuinely don't want to go to the Pride Parade because last year was rough. Like, I look back at what I wore last year and I felt like I didn't pull it off compared to other people. Like, I still compare myself to other people even at Pride Parade. Like, I felt good wearing it. But the main issue in terms of things is that sometimes I'm just like sometimes I look at something completely cute at Hot Topic and absolutely amazing and I'm like all I can think about is somebody could absolutely look better at in this than I can. So that's pretty much just like how I feel, you know? Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel. And that's pretty much why I don't want to go to the Pride Parade this year because like I don't want to feel like I still feel like garbage, but I've felt like it for a long time. But yeah, I'm trying. Like, I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying not to compare myself to other people. Hence why my boyfriend has forced me to start streaming again. every day for a month. So, yeah. Um, my God. Whoop. Um, what was I saying? Like, yeah, I know that it's hard to not compare yourself to other people, but it still hurts. You know, it's easy not to care what people say. It's harder to pretend to try. Is that a chaos lyric? Wait, hold on. That can't be a chaos lyric. It's easy not to care what people say. It's harder to pretend to try. 'Cause they can only love you from yesterday. I'm looking at the Nile, it rose high. My God, that song is 20 years old. You are 20 years old. My God. You're not even a rock album, you're a hip hop album. And somehow you become my favorite album ever. And your next album is whatever I do whenever I need to be creative or get inspired by creativity. I had to go feed the cat? Oh, okay. Okay, so anytime. But you meant so speaking of cats, my boyfriend is allergic to cats. So we can't have a cat. Um but he wants dogs and I don't want a dog. I absolutely do not want dogs. I don't want a pet in general. Um I actually have to go wake my boyfriend up in like a few minutes. Speaking of which, I am glad that I was looking at the time right here. I'm so relieved, a little stressed about the actual move, but at least I don't have to worry about endless. Yeah, that's fair. Because apartment viewings are a son of a bitch. Like, they are a son of a bitch. And, yeah, like, it's pretty much. It's not as hard as job openings, but it's still pretty. It's still pretty gritty, you know? Um, yeah, it's still pretty not great, you know? Um, yeah, it's still pretty like yeah, it's still pretty like, you know? But yeah, I'm glad like we're all relieved with you, you know? Um just we're just glad that you're going to move somewhere that you can call your own, you know? Like we're just glad that you can move somewhere that you know? Um yeah. Um but now you can go get your rest. Absolutely get your rest. Like um the only it like one of the main issues about moving in general is like lifting things and like getting things out, you know? Um but then again that's just me. Like I don't even know like here's the thing. Both me and my boyfriend have talked about like if we have enough money we can actually get a two-bedroom apartment, like one for a sleeping area and one for our computers, you know, one for like pretty much everything, like my setup, his setup, you know. um yeah, but but I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the setup because this setup is actually better than my room setup. um but where, like, because sometimes like here's the thing, sometimes he's scared that you all can see him through the camera even though all you can do is hear him. And he did appear on camera yesterday. Like you all, I think you all saw him on camera yesterday when he came up and kissed me. Kiss me, have a good day. But most of the time he's actually afraid, even though I keep telling him the camera faces this way and no one can see you coming from there. You know? Unless you turn on the lights, in which case people will know somebody is there. You know? Um, yeah, but like I understand, but you've all seen him once, and there's a good chance you'll never see him again. That sounded so ominous, but that's just me. Yeah, that's just me seeming ominous. Um, I'm just relieved, and like there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Always a light, a bright light or something. You know? Yeah, there's always like some sort of bright light. At least I pray to God there is. Cause like some days it's like I don't see a light. I just see a tunnel, and I'm on the train tracks, and two trains are coming from either side of me. But that's just me. Um, my God, I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting that I set up a game almost a week ago. Let me let me put this back. Let me put something back. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. I had to change games. But yeah, the most amazing thing is like I am absolutely glad that I'm genuinely glad about the fact that Twitch has kind of alleviated me and brought me out to several people, you know, in terms of like certain things. And what is going on is that if it wasn't for Twitch, I would not have met such amazing people. Um, and that's it. I would not have met such amazing, amazing people. And I wouldn't have yeah, I wouldn't, yeah, again, I would not have met such amazing people on here. But that's pretty much just me, you know? Um, like, and I wouldn't actually have gone out and collaborated with other people. Like I remember my very first collaboration, which was pretty much like an interview, with three other people. Um, two of which are one is still streaming, and the other another one is still streaming. The other is about to stream again, and the other no longer streams. But would I do it all again? The answer is maybe. I would love to do everything all over again, you know? It's absolutely funny how memories keep bringing you back to me. I can't sing. You see, that's why I can't sing. And like up until like here's the thing, when I started out on Twitch, first thing I ever played was Mass Effect Andromeda. Like I beat it in 4 days. I beat that game in 4 days. The issue is the first part is lost through time. I didn't know how to save it properly, so the first part is lost. But the other three parts that I played are on my YouTube channel, and this was back in 2017. Um, so um, so yeah. In terms of all that, did anyone keep losing the stream, or that on my end? No, that's on my end. For some reason, I'm dropping frames. I am dropping frames so hard for some reason. Um, um, yeah, yeah, I don't know what's going, yeah, I've been dropping frames for the entire time, like, for most of the entire time. I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what was going on. Like, in hindsight, I should have just, like, started the stream over when it was just, like, barely, 30 seconds long. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, I've been dropped. Like, it's absolutely amazing that like, the one time, the absolute one time that, my God, I probably have to, like, end at, like, the 90-minute mark. I'm gonna have to end. I'm gonna have to end the stream at 90 minutes because, quite frankly, it's not like it's absolutely not being fair. You know? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, I genuinely do not know what's going on. Like, it's been like this for the past hour and a half. Twitch is twitching. Twitch has got a twitch. Oh, God. Like, I have no. Like, why is it doing this out of all days? Or out of all months, you know? Um. God, that sucks. Yeah, that absolutely sucks. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm looking at this just, like, about to crash. Like, it's giving me the giant middle finger. Like, it's going from yellow to red constantly. Go back to green. Oh, God. I should have, like, yeah, that's not fair. Like, I'm supposed to stream every day, and my streams are supposed to go to, like, 90 minutes. And, like, pretty much every day it's just like, yeah, we're going to, like, drop your frames. We're going to drop your frames like, a bad mechanic. I, like, oh, God, I don't even know how to, like, euphemize. Like, internet's fine, but I'm dropping frames. Um, okay. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. What the hell? Okay, might as well just, oh, God, like, we are here. Here's the thing: we are at the home stretch, and yet the stream is just like, no, we're not gonna let you do that. Yeah, we're like, a couple of days ago, a stream actually just crashed because, like, OBS gave me the middle finger. But at least I'm not using Twitch Studios anymore. Oh, right, my boyfriend's awake. Um, but yeah, like, I was I was in the middle of a very decent speech here. I was like making a very fair point, and then OBS is like, nope, absolutely not. Um, um, yeah, just OBS is just giving me the big middle finger. I have no idea as to why it's just giving me a big middle finger. Um, and but also I'm just afraid that, yeah, I'm also just afraid that there's going to be a blackout and then the entire stream would end. Like, I'm just afraid that the entire stream would just end just like that, because of a blackout. Because it's happened before. No, actually, one time it did happen. Like, a couple of weeks ago, it did happen. I was barely done the stream 10 minutes before, and then, like, boom, yeah, there was a huge blackout. No, it wasn't a blackout. It just sort of, the power went off everywhere, the entire building. And I'm like, damn it. Um, what's up?
Oh, not much, not much. So I had to do D&D today because Eli doing that market thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Make sure to message them and say, oh great, now I can't do the thing today because of that.
do what?
Going to that job market thing.
Oh right. All right.
Yeah,
Even though I keep saying, yeah, I can walk.
no, I'm helping you out on this.
It's fine, uh, um, don't worry. The stream is gonna end in like 6 minutes because like my OBS is just starting to like crash and all that. It's like not great for some reason.
Okay.
But no worries. Don't worry. Nobody can see you except me. Except me.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I keep saying, yeah, no one can see you, they can only hear you. My God, I think I'm gonna have to end a lot earlier than usual because like my frames have dropped. I have like 40,000 dropped frames. Well, it's going up to like 40. It's at 40,000 right now. Um, he's in the other room right now, so he can't hear us. I mean, there's a good chance that he's watching the stream through his phone. So there's a good chance, like, if he says hello, you'll know who he is. He's the one who pretty much interrupted the stream by saying that we should get a dog, even though I said nope, no thank you. I don't want a dog. Like I absolutely do not want a dog at all. I talk about my boyfriend a little too much, and I apologize. For I am Canadian, but I'll tell him y'all said hello. Um, I'm gonna end the stream in like 4 minutes. Like it's stabilized now, but I don't want to risk it. Like I genuinely don't want to risk it because it's just not eh. Can I just say it's not eh right now? It's not eh. But thank you for coming in. I was gonna have this very impassioned speech about being on Twitch and how amazing everybody is and how amazing absolutely everybody comes across on their streams and using their words on chat, you know? I just like being like and I love and I've always wanted to like collaborate with other people, even if that just becomes like only chat only. Like right now there's a good chance that I'm gonna be in a musical collaboration with another friend. Because she plays guitar, I play bass, I'm having her like she has to take her time with things, so I'm like, yeah, that's fair, you know? I absolutely think that's fair. Like it's perfectly valid and all that. Um like, you know? It's valid that like she has to like, you know? Just like when I actually had to like stream like I didn't want to stream I didn't want to stream. Here's the thing. I did not want to stream at all over the past 6 months because I hated how I felt. I hated the dysphoria. Hence the dysphoria hoodie. You know, that's why I don't want to go on Twitch all that often because I could get dysphoria no matter what. Somehow, not even no matter what, somehow I get dysphoria. And it sucks, but I'm gonna try my best to like move forward or whatever. I'm gonna try my best because I've been here every day for a month and Holy Mother of God, you know? Like genuinely Holy Mother of God. I'm trying to be okay. Like I'm genuinely trying to be okay in terms of myself because I'm at a better stage of my life where I can dress however I want and not be worried about, you know, anybody I know bumping into me, you know? Like it was insane, but I'm going to try my best to be better. You know, I'm going to try my best to be better for myself or from a different point of view or whatever, you know? I'm going to try. I'm absolutely going to try to be. Because, you know, I've said a lot over the past 29 days on stream, and sometimes it gets tiring, but other times I just like talking. It's like my therapy at this point, you know? It is absolutely like my therapy. And hopefully I can get better from it. Um, Hopefully I'll get better from it, you know? But yeah, I would love to go be on earlier, but I mean, longer, but I actually have to get ready for some things and all that. So, yeah. Oh God, how did I miss the rate thing? So everybody, thank you all for coming on in. I will be back here tomorrow for another Just Chatting stream because that's all we've been doing over the past. That's all I've been doing for the past 3 years. Let's be perfectly honest. So we're gonna raid somebody who is into retro games, and she streams pretty much like for longer than Star Wars. So everybody, thank you all for coming to whatever this all was. This mess of a stream. I hope that tomorrow's stream will actually be better in terms of connectivity and less drop frames. But until tomorrow, I'm Kiara Strings. I am a trans woman, and this is the early stream. Thank you, and have a good one.